Hey everybody, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. It's a beautiful day here in Reno. I'm outside throwing caution to the wind. No lawnmowers, I mean. How about that? Clark and Hopkins. Boy, Brandon Clark. I met Brandon Clark at the Chili Festival in Hot Sauce Expo in Chicago. Excuse me. What a good guy he is. He's a super nice dude. I got something cool to show you. If you look at these, Chesapeake Bay, Kerala, Ethiopia, Laos, and Virginia. Let me read this to you guys. Brandon's a good guy, but there's a story behind this sauce. Very cool. I'm not going to read them all right now, but listen, let's check this out. Heat with a purpose. Listen, if you guys have watched the channel for a long time, everybody thinks that if it's not like melting my face into my lap, I'm not into it. Not the case. Heat flavor is so much more important than heat is, you know? So let me tell you what I got here. Heat with a purpose, all right? At Clark and Hopkins, we study cuisines of the world to bring you an authentic culinary experience. It all started on a tennis court, on the tennis courts of North Virginia, when Chef Brandon Clark, my friend, was challenged by a tennis buddy from southern India to create a sauce using the ingredients of Kerala, a region rich in indigenous spicecraft that somehow lacked its own version of a hot sauce. Go figure. There was a need. He filled it. Anyway, the result was so impressive that Briesh exclaimed, "This tastes like home." Boy, that must have been exciting for Brent, huh? Clark and Hopkins continues to experiment with the flavors of Southeast Asia, Africa, USA, Mexico, and further afield in search of interesting regional cuisines. So today, I'm going to be reviewing one of them. Now, let's see which one I want to review today. They're all unopened. I'm going to go with Laos. We're going to go with Laos today, all right? So let me read you a little bit about about this sauce. I love the whole approach. I love the packaging. Very, very cool. So let me read you about Laos. One of the hottest cuisines on the planet, but we pulled back the reins a bit on this pepper sauce. Electric heat comes from the bird's eye chilies and the habaneros, while the lemongrass and ginger brings in the brightness to the sauce. The seafood umami enhances the heat and acidity with the additional of dried shrimp. Kind of neat. It goes well with stir fries, soups, grilled seafood, chicken, pork, dipping sauce for spring rolls. All right, sounds kind of neat. So we're going to start it off with, with Laos. Now here's the label. It's kind of a neat label. Boy, it's like in their language too. I don't understand what that means. Kind of cool. The color is the consistency. It's a little on the thin side, which I have no problem with. Let me read you the ingredients: white vinegar, habaneros, Thai chilies, ginger, garlic, lemongrass, salt, dried shrimp. You heard me. Dried shrimp. Sugar, coriander, tamarind, and lime leaf. It was very cool meeting you, Brandon, by the way. Brandon's booth was just two or three down from mine at the Chicago Hot Sauce Festival. It was really, really cool meeting him. You know, everybody, it's really neat. There's so many sauce makers. Everybody has their own take and their own unique approach. There's a consistency. Got an interesting color. All right, so we're going to give this a shot. Never had a sauce with shrimp in it. All right. Here we go. No flow restrictor. Boy, you know, I thought with a sauce this thin, ooh, there would be a flow restrictor. There's not. Thank you, Brandon. If you're new, here's the deal. I get some people have flow restrictors on their bottles because the sauce might be so hot that it may be problematic for some people. But I'm an impatient guy, and I don't want to sit here like this, like you have to with some sauce that have a flow restrictor. Not only that, if I put myself into the mind of a sauce maker, I wouldn't want something on the end of my bottle that would slow down how fast the consumers use my product. After all, when it's gone, what are they going to do? Go buy more, right? All right, so I like your approach, Brandon. Really love the angle of trying going to different parts of the world and creating sauces from things from that area. I think that's really, really cool. You know what's really cool about that? Unique. I don't know anybody else who's doing that. So, okay. Picking up the vinegar. A little bit of the peppers, but that lemongrass is really coming through. Really neat. Definitely pick up the lemongrass. A hint of the garlic, maybe. All right, so here's the pour, people. It's going to be a thin sauce. Ooh, all right. Dried shrimp. Listen, I'm a very, very adventurous eater. Some of you may have seen a video I did with Jay Turner where I ate chapulines, dried crickets. And I'm going to the Philippines in September. And I asked that I'm going to be there for a week. One of the days, I'm going to go find some really odd, very, very bizarre cuisine that no local would ever want to eat. Because that's how I am. And we'll definitely make some videos for you. But Brandon Clark from Clark and Hopkins, thank you. This is Laos. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. Boy, does this work. I have had sauces that didn't work. You know what I mean? Where something just didn't click. This works. Let me tell you what I'm getting on the flavor. Pick up the vinegar, but the bird's eye and the habaneros give it a nice pepper flavor. But you're getting this beautiful, the lemongrass is fantastic. And you're picking up the dried shrimp, the texture, and a little bit of the garlic. But boy, the flavor is terrific. Sorry. Someone said, why do you use a spoon? 1 second you have to use a spoon, you drink it. I guess that's true. I use a spoon because it was given to me by a brother of mine in Canada, Rob Noxious Harvey, Johnny Scoville. This would be incredible in stir fry, anything Asian, but really with spring rolls, man oh man. Flavor is incredible. It's got this bright, crisp flavor, the lemongrass, and it kind of pops, man. The white vinegar, the habaneros, Thai chilies, ginger. Oh, that's the other thing I was picking up. Couldn't put my finger on it, the ginger. So the dominant flavors are the lemongrass for sure, the vinegar, the peppers, the garlic, and the ginger all kind of playing together with that. The dried shrimp has texture and flavor in there. Wow. Terrific finish too. Just a delicious flavored sauce. So I'm excited about that. Heat with a purpose. Well, I'll tell you what, isn't that cool? Heat with a purpose. Because you know what? Heat without a purpose is just hot. I've never had a sauce that was hot that lacked flavor that I liked. Flavor is so much more important than heat. I like this, Brandon. This is pretty cool sauce, man. And I like your approach. Guys, clarkandhopkins.com. I'm going to put a link in the description box below for sure. Really unique. You know what? What a unique thing. Different parts of the world using local stuff, you know, local spices, local ingredients to make something that they would. I'd love to go to Laos. I really would. I'd like to go to Laos and see what people there think of this. I wonder how traditional it would be compared to the stuff. I know they don't have really good hot sauces in Laos. I bet they would love it. But it would be great on seafood, pork, chicken. But really, I think spring rolls would be devastating. Heat-wise, let's talk about that. It's a mild sauce. I mean, it really is. For me, it might be... I mean, it moves my needle, so I know there's heat in it. But it's mild. I have a high tolerance, a little bit different than the average person. This is probably only going to be a 3 maybe for a non-chili. It's not that hot, but the flavor is incredible. It's like it's bursting with flavor. And I really, the thing that jumps out the most to me is that wonderful lemongrass. Love lemongrass. But terrific flavor. So guys, go do yourself a favor. Go to the description box. Click the link and get some. And then do me a favor and go to the comments section and tell me what you think of it. I know Brandon would like to hear it. I sure would like to hear what you think of it. But I wouldn't steer you wrong. This is a flavorful sauce. If you like flavorful sauces, it's unique. It's different. It's not like everything else. Lemongrass, ginger, the garlic, and that, I mean, dried shrimp. Come on. I liked it. All right, so go to the description box. Click that link for that. Let me know what you think. Right here, that is, and there are my neighbors right there. Getting ready to leave every time I come out here. Every time I come out here, they're getting ready to leave. I wonder if they're both in the garage right now. Could this be it? Could this be the day that I get them to come over here and sit in on a video? How you doing? Today's not the day. We'll get them though. I'll get you yet. So guys, here is the pepper. Click on that. When you are, you're part of this thing. You're part of my family and I'm part of yours. So click on that. Become part of it. All right. If you don't want to miss a video, you don't need to. Click the bell. We'll notify you. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys a lot. I mean it. I'm Johnny Scoville and this was Chase the Heat.